to individually match each job opportunity with workers whose skills, wages, and scheduling fit the position. Instead, these platforms use algorithms to match organizations and clients with workers, much like YouTube or Netflix use algorithms to match viewers' interests with video content. Yet, I argue that platforms use these algorithms to do much more than match jobs with workers. This book argues that algorithms enable platforms to control high-skilled workers within an invisible cage, an environment in which organizations embed the rules and guidelines for how workers should behave in opaque algorithms that shift without providing notice, explanation, or recourse for workers. The invisible cage provides platform organizations with predictability because they can use algorithms to more efficiently collect data and monitor, evaluate, and categorize which workers are rewarded and sanctioned on a global scale. At the same time, the opaque, dynamic algorithms in the invisible cage make life more unpredictable for workers because they do not know which actions will be rewarded or punished. I explained that workers remain enmeshed in the invisible cage because the platform organization's algorithms control a worker's ability to get jobs within and outside the platform. As a result, workers like Tyra largely see their attempts to comply with its opaque algorithms as the only option they have, even though they can theoretically leave the platform at any time. The invisible cage concept thus reflects how workers must contend with an ever-changing and opaque set of algorithms that control their job opportunities and success within and between labor markets. Platforms maintain the invisible cage by leveraging the weak institutional oversight and regulations that govern their activities to cultivate and harness power and information asymmetries through concealed data collection, processing, and experimentation. These asymmetries have significant implications for platform organizations and workers. A major finding of this book is that algorithms can prove especially disruptive to the way workers find and complete work. This is especially the case for workers with college and advanced degrees, precisely those workers who have long been thought to be immune to technological disruption. This argument is primarily derived from 6 years of ethnographic data collection conducted on one of the world's largest online labor market platforms for high-skilled work, Talent Finder, a pseudonym. More broadly, the invisible cage signals a profound shift in the way markets and organizations try to categorize and ultimately control people. Previously, markets and organizations classified people into categories based on group-level characteristics such as education, gender, location, and age. For example, females with an engineering degree in their 20s living in Chicago. However, my analysis shows that organizations can use algorithms to categorize them based on more granular, individual-level data in an attempt to know people in the invisible cage better than they know themselves. I explained that the act of defining what algorithms should know about workers is an organizational decision that reveals what an organization prioritizes and what it wishes to value or devalue. Whereas high-skilled workers traditionally had some degree of control over how they were evaluated and ranked, in the invisible cage, organizations use algorithms to transfer this control to themselves, all the while removing workers' ability to influence or contest the consequences of this transfer of control. In particular, organizations collect people's data, dynamically classifying them using various algorithmic ratings, rankings, and categories. People cannot verify what data are collected and may struggle to understand how or why an algorithm categorizes them in a given way. Unlike previous forms of control used in bureaucratic organizations or market settings, the invisible cage is ubiquitous yet opaque and shifting, making it difficult for workers to break free from it. By examining the implications of using algorithms to control high-skilled work, this book moves beyond existing scholarship, which has mostly focused on how